Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Fires to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Escapes trouble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to get him on the ground. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now, forcing a 3rd down.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. The give from the gun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Let him bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. From the one, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. The big fullback's got it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
1st and goal.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions, big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Dances away to buy time. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, what a nice play in the passing game there. We were all in the car driving over here together in the snow, and we were wondering, is anybody going to be able to even complete a pass in these conditions? Well, I guess we just got our answer there. It's not easy, man.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Throws for the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game. Now, not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Irish! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He'll start this drive firing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch near the 50. The solid return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back, and now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Makes a man miss. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man, it's Dalton. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll fire to his right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down here for the offense. To throw, it's Dalton. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's got it inside the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He wants to throw. Now improvising. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.